Hello, friends. It's a rather cold morning here in Brazil. It's the 3rd of November 2024, and today I thought I would spice things up with studying some kanji. Wait, aren't you studying kanji too early? Probably. I already know hiragana. I know a bunch of katakana. Haven't memorized anything by heart. I mean, not everything by heart. Some I have memorized by heart. And I decided I want to study kanji early on. Why? I know that according to people like Stephen Kaufman, reading is the most efficient way to acquire vocabulary, and acquiring a lot of vocabulary is the fastest way to learn a language. So if I learn kanji early on, I might be able to read earlier, and that will make it easier for me to learn. I'm going to try to demonstrate. I actually started buying some material to study already. Let me show you. Okay. I have these two mangas here. One is this one, not a manga. It is a light novel, and there is kanji here, but there's also hiragana on top, which makes this extremely useful. And I think this is Detective Conan, which is a story I always wanted to know more about. I love detectives like Sherlock Holmes and stuff. And I actually have like sort of an erotic manga here, which is, I don't know, it's all in Japanese, and I mean the Jesus Christ. There are some spicy scenes right here. I don't know. I find that funny stuff really sticks to your mind, and this sort of thing really might help me with I don't know, making things a little bit more interesting and more funny. Because when you're trying to learn, you want to like I mentioned that in one of the videos of the channel, like fun versus obligation. It's one thing for me to go to a class on Thursday and I have the obligation to study. It's other thing to go to a class and I started asking random questions to the teacher, like how do I say interpretation in Japanese? How do I say this and that and this? It just makes things more interesting. For example, do you know how I memorized the kanji for so, which I can already write? Okay, not so. Let's try spirit. Spirit. Is there a spirit here? There is. I already memorized this kanji. How? Because I drew a tattoo for my father, right? I also draw. Like, let's create a design here. And the name of the tattoo is Samurai Soul. It is literally like a guy meditating, and his shadow forms the soul of a samurai, right? So I wanted to draw the kanji. So I learned, oh, you have to do this, and then there's a curve right here, and then there's an X. Is this accurate? Probably not. But if as you can see, there's some other stuff going on, right? The X is bigger, and this, let me get another color. So it's a bigger X. I think we have to align this, and there's a small curve here. But as you can see, I can already understand this kanji and its subtleties. It's spirit, but it can mean also other things. And there are a bunch of there's ki, right? I don't remember this. So si katakana. Ke, is this ke? I don't know. It is ke, right? Cool. Ki, ke. So gas, spirit. Gas, like air, you know, spirit in Japanese is like air. I googled like learning kanji, and I came across this tool, which looks very promising, right? It just talks a lot about some specific kanji. The stroke order right here, you can see, right? It's drawing itself. Stroke order is important, right? Oh, right, you can see it does this and this. And it is not like an X. it's like the M in katakana, right? M in katakana is like this. As you can see, it is similar, right? It is not this. It is this. This is more regular, I guess. The best word doesn't come up in my mind. Not similar. It is equal across all x's, right? And this is not. As you can see, it is irregular, its shape. I noticed that, like studying kanji, just observing, I have noticed that a lot of kanji has like katakana and hiragana inside. You know, the draw. Although from a first look you would think the drawings on kanji, because kanji is just a bunch of drawings, right? You would think they are all different. Actually, they make reference to each other, and there's radicals, right? For example, I clearly remember the kanji for do, which is art or way, like this, right? Sorry. You would think that, like, oh, it's just another drawing, but there are some radicals here. For example, this is me, right? I. Like this is ni, day. And you say, one day I looked at the sky and I found the way. The way is the way. Like I created a kanji phrase, like not a kanji phrase, but like a Zen phrase. I am a Zen. I would say I was going to say master. I'm a Zen practitioner because I'm a Buddhist, right? With one phrase, I memorized 3 kanji or 3. Of course, way has this strange drawing, right? This shape. But anyway, one thing I'm starting to notice that in the videos, I end up starting with a general topic and going way too much in depth too quickly. So let's go back to studying kanji, right? My goal here is gonna be to like 10 kanji per day. That's how much I need to learn 1,000 kanji in 1 year. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to my notepad here on my Mac. I am using a Mac. I have a Nihongo folder. I have a kanji folder, and I'm going to. I have some notes here, so I'm going to start with these kanjis. I'm going to review some of the kanjis I have already learned. Okay, so this kanji, okay, meifu. Let's see, meifu is like happiness in heaven, something like that. Okay, heaven. This kanji. Let's see it. Okay, 2 strokes, then 2 horizontal strokes, then this stroke. The kanji has different pronunciations in Japanese. You can actually pronounce it 2 or 3 ways. Oniomi, I think it's the Japanese pronunciation, and kuniomi is the Chinese. I might be wrong. I don't think that's too important right now. So let's say that one of the pronunciations is 10. Like tenshi, angel. We saw that in one of my previous videos. I already memorized like half of tenshi. Kuniomi is ame, ama. Ame, like rain. Ama, like I don't know. Radical, dai, large, big, right? 10, dai. There's a radical here. It's similar, right? It's similar to large. You just add another stroke. And like we saw, there are some examples here. So if we add 10 and spirit key, we get weather.
Tenki.
Tenki, right? So let's pull a new design. Yeah, empty board. Okay, so we have tenki, right? Let's get oh, orange is a good color for the morning. I like orange, color of the sun. So Tenki, right? 2 strokes. 10. Not very symmetric. Not. I think it's probably wrong, right? I think it's greater here. And right, and we have ki. Chi, spirit, right? Does this curve, and then there's a me here, not an X. Cool. Let's see how accurate I was. Sorta. As you can see, these legs are bigger. So let's draw on top. Let's see how. Oh, this stroke is bigger than this one. Interesting to notice. Okay, so this stroke is bigger. This stroke is lower. Then we do this long legs, and then we do this long legs. Okay, cool. The legs here are more symmetric. I know some kanji where the legs are not so symmetric. So let's do this. Okay, sort of symmetric. I think ki is pretty good. Okay, so thus far we have learned 2 kanji. Okay, out of 10 we have to learn today. So tai, dai, big. Dai, big. This one is like this. I think so. Let me close this. I'm going to put the link to this tool on the description. Congratulations for whoever added this, created this. You're amazing. And this is completely free, it looks. Here's a reminder. Please subscribe to the channel. I want to reach 1,000 subscribers, and I'm going to start studying Japanese live and talk with viewers about anything. You want to learn Portuguese? I'm going to teach you Portuguese. English, French, and Japanese. I'm going to get to a point where I can actually start teaching Japanese. I like this drawing. It helps you to memorize. Yeah, Caesar. This is a person, right? With their legs open. So just do this. And the legs and the hands are the same size, as you can see here. If I draw imaginary vertical line. Cool. There are some other words here. I like the word tenki. I'm actually gonna mix this stuff, right? This is useful. Let's go to anki. Let's open anki here. Let's create a deck. It's gonna be kanji vocabulary. Kanji vocabulary. And on kanji vocabulary, I'm going to find the words for kanji and vocabulary in Japanese later. Let's add a card, basic and reversed, and it's going to be this. So this is, okay. So the front is tenki, the back is the pronunciation, tenki, and the word in English, weather. Cool. Where I have one card. Okay. I'm also gonna add. How do I go to 10? Like to big here. Okay. Big. Cool. Oh man, there's some useful stuff here. Okay. Die. Oops, hasn't copied properly. Die. Okay. So this kanji is die, which is big. Cool. I'm just doing this on improv, sorta, and I might just, polish this later. I know that people who study kanji seriously with anki study radicals, and I think that's going to be important in the future. I think for now I'm just demonstrating one of the ways I'm thinking about learning kanji in Japanese, right? I'm going to cut this video here and make a second part, okay? I'll see you soon. Bye bye.